Hi everyone, this is the second video on health checks in .NET application. In first video we have implemented some fake health checklist. Now we are going to do some real-time health checklist like database and external client API performance like that. So this is the same application we are going to use in this session. Now Entity Framework directly provides a health check extension library through which we can easily check the state of the database like connection string working perfectly or not, like that. So to add the health check for our DB context, so before starting anything, please create a DB context. Here I am not showing. Here I already created the DB context, my local database with my local database. So this is my context. Now I am going to add a health check for my DB context that my connection string is perfectly working or not. For that I need to install a one library that is like search like health check entity framework NuGet. On the top click here. You can find a library called Microsoft.extensions.diagnostics health checks for entity framework core. So here I am using .NET CLI command, so I am copying this command. If you are using Visual Studio, copy the package manager command. So let me copy this command and install this library. So it will get installed. So library has been installed. To confirm that, let's open our project file, and you can see here Microsoft Extensions Diagnostics Health Entity Framework version 5. So we got our extension library for adding health check for our DB context. Now let's register health check for DB context. So go to startup file. Let me comment these existing our old fake health checks. Let me add DBC. Now we can see the extension method like add context health check. So there I need to specify the type of my DB context, which is nothing but a DB context class. My DB context class is my old DB context. Okay. And similarly here we need to specify the name for our health check. So I am specifying like my DB EF health check. That's it. We have integrated our DB context health check. Let's run our application. To view the our health check response. So let's navigate to health check endpoint. See here. So here is our DB context health check report. So let's format it using JSON parser. Go to console in developer tools. Parse and paste the string here, and you can see here status. See, the connection is stable and it is returning as health check, healthy. So to cross verify the unhealthy state also, here what we will do, I am giving some incorrect database connection string. I am changing some incorrect database name. Now after saving this, if I refresh, the report should be unhealthy because it is not a valid connection string, right? Let's see. JSON parser. See, the state is unhealthy because I am given a wrong connection string. So this is very helpful whether our we are able to connect with our database or not. We can easily look up for this report in real time scenario. So let me revert it back to my original. So that's all about the configuring that DB context health check. So now we have implemented one real-time scenario DB context health check. Now I am going to implement a health check for external API, something like performance, means how much time it is taken for the request to serve. For that I have already created one let me get rid of this. So this is my HTTP JSON placeholder HTTP client call. Here I have a get method like to do's I am fetching here. So this implementation is typed HTTP client implementation, means for a specific domain we are going to create a one separate class that is called typed implementation of using HTTP client. So I have already created one typed HTTP client where I am consuming to-dos API. This is some external API JSON placeholder, and also I registered that HTTP client as well here. Now I need to write a health check for this external API. For that I am going to create a separate file like we did in part 1. So let's create one file for health check. So go to our health folder and there add class name like API health check.cs. Okay, let me copy the namespace. I'm having problem with the intelligence, so I'm copying and public class to make this class as health check. We need to inherit health check service interface service. So import this namespace. Now we need to implement one of the method called check health async, which get automatically invoked when the health check is runs. So here, so since I am going to check the time taken by the application to how much time taken by the external API, let's inject that external API into my health check class. Let inject controller injection and JSON placeholder JSON placeholder JSON client. So let me create a private read-only variable to hold the JSON placeholder data JSON client. Let's import the namespace So let's assign the value to it. JSON client. Let me call await JSON client get to dos. So this should be async. So now I am going to use stopwatch for counting the time taken to serve by the API. Stopwatch stop stop dot start stop dot end dot stop. So here I am going to check the milliseconds total time elapsed. Millisecond I am taking like below 300 milliseconds. I am considering as our application is healthy. So I am returning health check result dot healthy. My API is I am giving description. My API is healthy. If at all it exceeds 300 seconds, then it's going to return. It is not mandatory to check the 300 seconds based on your applications. What time you feel is better, you can apply it as like max range seconds, max range time as a healthy. For the demo purpose, I am considering 300 milliseconds. So here I am going to return unhealthy if at all, if it exceeds 300 milliseconds. My API is unhealthy. That's it. We are done with our health check logic for monitoring the performance of the external API. So let's register it in our startup file. So let's go here and add as add check and define API health check and name it as my API health check. Since in my health check file, if we observe, we are injecting our HTTP client file, right? So we need to register this API health check for our lifetime scopes. So here I am registered as it lifetime as scoped, which means it executes per request. So let me register its scope. Service dot add scope and API health check. That's it. We are done with the configuration of our health check for API. Let's run the project. Okay, it is working good. Let's refresh our endpoint, health check endpoint. So let's see the results more clearly. See here, my API health check is unhealthy and its status is unhealthy because it may exceed 300 milliseconds. Since it is first time, right, it may take some time, so refresh it again. I think this time we will get healthy status. So let's check it. So our overall status is healthy, and so therefore our API status is also healthy. So see, my API health and its status is healthy, right? So finally we have seen here two real-time scenarios like database connection and the external API performance monitoring. So like this you can add a number of health checks into your application based on your requirement. So, and if you see here, all the health checks will be run whenever we access our health check endpoints. Every health check will be run, and because it need to be generated report, right? So everything will run on every access of the health check endpoint. For suppose if at all in our application we have a number of applications and every health check running may leads to some side may give some side effects to our applications, like it may going to cause some performance issue because of using the health check endpoint. So to avoid it and to make it more better, we can execute health checks based on our requirements using the tags. Tags are nothing but a keys that are specified to the health checks based on the matching keys. Route health check route will execute the our application health checks. It will not execute all the health checks. It will only execute tag collection matched values. So in this scenario we will have multiple endpoints because each endpoint will match few specific collection of tags. So we need to create multiple endpoints. So this gives us a flexibility to check only required scenarios health checks, like only DB health checks or only API health checks. We can separate them nicely and it won't affect our application while accessing them. So let's use the tags. Let me uncomment these all health checks so we will get better idea. So here, okay, yeah. Now we need to add the tags argument. For that, it is very simple. You will have here tags. See, tags. It is like a collection of objects where you can pass string value. Like I am specify this as, since it is a database health check, right? I am give its tag name like DB. You can have multiple, but in this example, I am only adding single. So let me collection. So this is the health check for API, right? Let me add key as API, and these all are fake, right? Okay, not here, sorry. Tags. New. I am giving them this as fake. Fake. So let copy this to remaining all fake health checks. So that's it. We have specified tags for each and every health check. Now based on this health checks, we need to create multiple routes to match with the tags. So let's go down and in this scenario I need to get three health check routes. First one I'm change it as health check fake. Second one I name it as health check DB, and third one I will assign API. So here predicate is like a callback method where it will expect true value. If at all, if this predicate callback receives true, then that route will execute and matches the tags specified in the health checks. If at all it returns false, it won't execute those health checks. So let's create check dot tags. See, contains, since it is db, right, I am check db. This name here specifying should match with the health check tag name db. Then it will execute this only this health check. It will ignore remaining all health checks. Okay. Similarly, we can implement all other routes as well. So let me copy here, and this is fake, right? I can name it as fake. Is the tag name correct? As fake, and again copy and name it as API. That's it. We have separated our health check reporting process. So now we have organized in such a way that only required health checks will be run and report as the report of our application. So let me reload the application. Okay, it stopped, I think. Okay, no endpoint, right? I need to change the endpoint. Let me check for DB first. So here it is loading. It will execute only database health check. See, let me show you. JSON dot parse. See, in the results we are getting only database health check, no other health checks. So let's run and check fake one. See, here we get long string. It will generate report for all fake health checks in our application. And let me expand it here. You can see here we have collection of all fake health checks. Here you can observe we don't have DB check or API check. So that's all about the health checks. I think I have delivered some useful information. So if you have any doubts or any suggestion, please mention them in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please click on subscribe button, and we'll and see you soon guys with a new video. Goodbye everyone, signing off.